OpenShot Video Editor is a free and open-source software that is used to create and edit videos. You can combine videos, pictures, and audio clips into a single project. This module covers the following concepts of editing with OpenShot. Starting OpenShot Video Editor. Components of the main window. Creating and saving a new project. Opening a project. Importing files. Adding files to timeline. Rearranging clips. Changing clip properties. Adding transitions, effects, and title. Exporting finished video. The steps to start OpenShot are: click Start OpenShot Video Editor, or click the OpenShot Video Editor shortcut on the desktop. The OpenShot Video Editor window opens. Let us learn about some components of the OpenShot Video Editor window. Title bar. It appears on the top of the Video Editor window. The project name and the application name are displayed on the title bar. Menu bar. Menu bar contains menu options such as File, Edit, View, and Title. Main toolbar. The main toolbar contains buttons for the most commonly used commands such as Save, Undo, and Redo. These options are also available in the File and Edit menus. Function tabs. 3 tabs, namely Project Files, Transitions, and Effects, are located above the timeline. The Project Files tab contains all the files imported for the project. The Transitions tab has the effects that can be applied to the movie clip. The Effects tab contains various audio and video effects. Video preview. You can watch the preview of your project in this area. You can control the playback using the buttons on the video preview window. Edit toolbar. This toolbar contains buttons for editing, trimming, and splitting the video clips. Add track. Add a new track to the top of the stack. Snapping enabled. This tool allows clips to snap, jump, to the nearest clip when you drop them nearby. Razor tool. This tool allows you to split a clip into 2 at the point where you click. Add marker. Adding a new marker allows you to quickly jump back to the exact point while previewing. Previous marker. Skip to previous marker. Next marker. Skip to the next marker, if any. Timeline. The timeline appears at the bottom of the window. Each media file that you add to the timeline is called a clip. Each clip is represented by a dark rounded rectangle. The playhead represents the current position. Let us discuss some components of the timeline. Ruler. It shows the current time scale of the timeline. Playhead. It represents the current playback position of the preview window. Clip. It represents an image, a video, or an audio. Track. It shows videos and images. Zoom slider. You can use zoom in to view the timeline closely, or use zoom out to view the entire project's timeline without scrolling. You can either click the zoom buttons on the left and right, or drag the zoom slider. Tracks. A track is like a layer. The images and videos in the higher track are superimposed above the images and videos in the lower tracks. Creating and saving a new project. To create a new project, select File, New Project, or click New Project button on the main toolbar. The steps to save a project are: 1. Select File Save. 2. The Save Project dialog box appears. 3. Select the drive and the folder. 4. Type the file name in the File Name box. 5. Click Save button. The project is saved as a file with the file name extension 9.1-OpenShot.osp. Opening a project. The steps to open a project are: select File Open. The Open Project dialog box appears. Select the drive and the folder. Select the desired file. Click the Open button. Importing files. In a project, you have to import pictures, videos, and audio files before you may use them. The steps to import picture, audio, and video files are: select File, Import Files, or click the Import Files button on the main toolbar. The Import Files dialog box appears. Select the files you want to import and then click the Add button. The imported files will appear in the Project Files pane. Adding files to timeline. After importing pictures, audio, and video files into the Project Files pane, you have to add these files into the timeline to create your video. The steps to add a file to the timeline are: click and drag the file to the timeline. Drop the file in the timeline. The file will be added as a clip. Rearranging clips. After you have placed the clips into the timeline, you may need to rearrange them in tracks in correct order. To rearrange clips, click and drag the clip to the new position. To change the clip properties, right-click the clip in the timeline and select the desired option. You can easily change the position and size of a clip using Transform option. The steps are: Transform. Right-click the clip in the timeline. Select Transform option from the shortcut menu. Click and drag the blue handles on the sides and corners to change the size. Click and drag the center blue circle to move the image. Trimming a clip. If required, you can trim the beginning and the end of the clip. The steps are: move the cursor to the left or right edge of the clip. Drag the edge of the clip to trim the clip. Slicing a clip. The steps to slice a clip into two pieces are: select the razor tool in the Edit toolbar. The mouse pointer will change to a dotted line and a razor icon. Click at the point where you want to cut the clip. The clip will be cut into two parts at that point. You can apply a transition from different types of available transitions. These transitions are used to move between two clips gradually and smoothly. A transition is represented by a blue rounded rectangle on the timeline. The steps to add transition are: click the Transitions tab. Select a transition by clicking on it. Drag and drop the selected transition onto the timeline. It will automatically snap between two clips and resize itself where two clips overlap. Changing transition properties. To change the transition properties, right-click the transition. From the shortcut menu, select Properties. The Properties pane appears on the left side. Change the desired properties. You can also select Reverse Transition option to change the direction of the fade. To resize a transition, click and drag the left or right edge to the required size. To remove a transition, right-click on the transition in the timeline and select the Remove Transition option. OpenShot has a number of built-in special effects that you can add to the clips. The steps are: click the Effects tab. Select an effect from the available list. Click and drag the selected effect onto a clip in the timeline. Each effect is represented by a small letter icon. Right-click the effect icon. The properties of the effect will be displayed. Adding a title to the timeline involves two steps. First, you need to create a title object, and then you can add an already created title object to the timeline, creating a title file. The steps to create a title are: select title. The Titles dialog box appears. Type the file name. Type the title and subtitle, if any. To change the font of the text, click the Change Font button. The Change Font dialog box appears. Select the desired font, font style, and size for the text. Click OK. To change the text color, click Text Color button. The Select a Color dialog box appears. Select the desired color. Click OK. To change the background color, select Background Color button. The background dialog box appears. Select the desired color. Click OK. Click the Save button. The title file appears in the Project Files pane. In a similar manner, you can create a number of title files. The title files that you create are saved as individual files with .svg extension. To add a title to the timeline, click and drag the title to the timeline. You can apply an animation to an existing title. To animate a title, right-click the clip, select Animate, and then click the desired option in the shortcut menu that appears. The steps to export the video that you created in a desired format are: select File Export Video. The Export Video dialog box appears. Select the folder. Specify the file name. Select all formats in Profile. It will give you a list of common formats. Choose the desired format. Click Export Video button. The video that you have created will be converted into the specified format and will be saved as a file on the specified folder. In order to play the video, you will need a software such as VLC Media Player, Windows Media Player, GOM Player, and Real Player, capable of playing that format of the video. Now, let us do an activity. To do this activity, you need to slice the clip containing blue color car. Congratulations! You have successfully completed this activity.